Hello there, and welcome back to Legion Outpost. I'm so glad that you decided to stop in and look at this video. Today we're going to be looking at how to get into Star Wars Legion. And so it's 2022, and I'm going to give you what to buy first if you're going to be starting as a CIS player. So that is somebody who wants to play the Separatist droids. I'm going to give you the best way to buy into Legion at the most affordable rate. So this is while you're on a budget, what to buy first in Legion. Now, so that I'm just going to kind of go over this, how it's the best way to do it, and about the rough cost at the end, what this might be to get into Legion, and how competitive you can be with this. So that's where we're going to start today. So let's quickly go over to a nice spot where we can take a look at this. So here's the first thing you need to buy if you're going to be buying a Separatist force. So we're gonna get right into buying a Separatist force, and so of course you're gonna want to buy a starter box. Now the reason you buy a starter box first is because it comes with the core elements that you need for the game. So there is dice, there is well, let me just show you what you get. So in there you get dice right there. Okay, you get 2 units of B1s. You get a leader in General Grievous. You get these wonderful little barricades. You get all the range tools and the movement tools. You get a unit of droidicas. You get them in ball form and non-ball form. Then you also get over here, you get a Bark Speeder. You get Obi-Wan Kenobi, back to General Grievous. You get 2 units of GAR, phase 1s, and you get all the cards and all the tokens that you need to get started. Now, if you look at that, that is not really the best, like it's the best starting point, but it's not going to get you a full army. You can't play an 800-point army. You can't play a 500-point army. So I recommend you buying one of these. Now, this is 120 bucks before taxes and stuff. I don't know what your taxes are, but it's $120. And so I'm going to say that the best way to get into this game is to find somebody who wants to play with you, and maybe it's a family member or a friend. Get them to buy the force that you don't want, and therefore you split 2 packs, and therefore you're paying $120 and you're getting 4 B1s, 2 General Grievous you don't need. You can give one to the other guy. You can get your Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're getting 2 units of droidicas. And so you got everything you need. That's $120, and now you've got a 500-point army. That's kind of your starting point. So I really think the best thing you can do is get 2 starter packs. So you get double the dice. Well, not if you're splitting it, because then you got to give the dice to somebody else. But if you want 2 armies, then you got starting of 2 armies, and you don't have to paint it until later unless you want. Like I bought 3 of these. And I split 2 of them and kept 1, just so I had the eventual ability to start a GAR army, and eventually I did. Now I have everything. It's kind of bad. So after you buy the 2 core sets, which have a lot of good stuff, like I'll show you some of the command cards here. You can see the command cards. You got your mission cards. You got your tokens. There's lots in here. Beautifully painted sculpts. The box is just full. After, the next best thing you can buy is this set, which is your Super Tactical Droid. Now, Super Tactical Droid comes with 3 options to play them in. So 3 different styles of Super Tactical Droids, 3 unit cards, and with everything you're going to need to do a Super Tactical Droid, and they're very competitive, and they give you a lot of options to start with, like because early on you had a hard time playing because General Grievous was so expensive, really making a competitive army. But this guy's only 100 points, and he's well worth the 100 points. So that's the next thing I would say to buy, and it's only $19. So now if you bought 2 box sets and you're splitting it, you're sitting at $140, which is not too bad. And if on a budget, I'd say you'd want to be under that 250 mark, or $200. So the next thing I'm going to say that you should buy, and this is just a great filler. This is your Star Wars Legion Separatists especially personnel pack. It comes with another cheap leader, a 50-point leader or 55-point leader. I'm not sure what it's at right now, which is right there. But it can also be put into units as just a leader. It comes with your mechanic droid, which is really helpful when you're playing pretty much all droids need repair type unit. Then you get these little probe droids that give you kind of like aims. They give you bonuses for rerolls. And then you get your medical droid, which is helpful for your fleshy leaders. And so you get all these cards to go with it. And there's the box, and that's $34. And so that's not the cheapest thing, but it gets you somewhere that you need to be. And so we're at $170, $175. The next unit is more, I think you need it just because who doesn't want to play it? And so, yeah, you knew it. It is your Darth Maul. I love Darth Maul. The reason this helps for budget-wise, Darth Maul comes in, but he also comes with a separate unit of special forces, these probe droids. And he comes with 2 different sculpts, so you can sculpt them 2 different ways, and all these cards. Now, there's a new Darth Maul coming, which is going to give you even more cards to choose from. So you'll have a total of 6 command cards, which will add to it. The new Darth Maul is coming with the new starter set, but it'll really add to that. And so I think Darth Maul really should be your next purchase, and it's $19. So if I'm doing my math right now, we're at $200. Well, not quite $200. We're at $195. So if you stop right there, you could play a pretty decent 100-point army. The reality is, though, you're a little short on core units. You only have 4 core units, and so you're going to be going 4 core, a leader, maybe 2 leaders, and a couple, 1 special forces, and 2 support, because you got the support from your box set, which is going to be a lot of fun. Not the most competitive. So the next thing I think you need to buy is spider droids. Now they're only $30, so that's putting us up to $225 if you buy 1. If you buy 2, you're at about $250, and they're very competitive. They're hard hitting. They can be in any of the separatist forces. They're really a unique thing. I think the points in the game will go up a bit because they're a little too powerful right now. They're a little too good, and there's a cool model. They can do it a couple different ways with the legs. They got lots of cool things, and they add a new mechanic for your engagement right here, your protocols, your defense protocol, your attack protocols. It's all a new mechanic that's added in, but it's a solid unit, and for $29, it is a great support. And so if you're getting to that, you're at $250, you're going to buy 1 just to make sure. The next units are going to put you over that $250 budget, but I think they're well worth it, and that's your Magna Guards. They let you get into up-close fighting. They give you some unique ways of playing. They support your leaders well, and they make things go a little better. And they're actually pretty tough. They got a couple different heavies that you can use, and it is a 6 model set, but the thing is, if you don't make the heavies, you can actually go with, because it comes with 2 cards, you can actually get 2 units out of this if you want to go a little cheaper and just not use the heavies. You can get 2 units of 3. So there is some affordability in that at only $34. And so the next unit is another unit that I think is worthwhile to take, and that is your B2s. So I'm buying the B2s now because I think at this point you've had 4 droid units. You might have been able to squeeze out 5 droid units if you kind of switch around your guys and don't take extra things on them, and B1s that is. And it's a good time to buy a B2 unit. The B2 unit is very straightforward. It's a unit of B2s. It's $40. It's pretty strong. They hit hard. They have 2 wounds. They only shoot at range 2, but with the armor 1, they're pretty strong. And with that earlier bought repair droid, they can keep these guys in the fight. And it's a pretty good purchase on that. So I would put these as the next unit to buy. And then we're going to go over to our final unit. And this is just if you want to spend a little more money. This is not on the budget part. This is where you break the budget. It's kind of a over the top. But every once in a while you might want to have a heavy. And it's one of the best designed heavies and one of the most iconic vehicles. I just love the look of it. It plays well. It's very competitive for the most part. It's gotten a little, they've priced it up a bit, so it's seeing less action. But it's just a fun vehicle to have on there. And so let me just go over that really quickly again. I'm going to start with 2 box sets, core sets. Split them if you can so you can get it to $120 for the 2. Then you're going to buy a super tactical droid. It gives you lots of options to go and expand. Then I'm going to say, get yourself a personnel kit. It gives you a few useful things. Then Darth Maul, because who doesn't want an operative that's so good, but he also comes with special forces. Then you are going to go to get some more. If you get one of these, you'll have 3. With the 2 box sets, you'll have 3 support units. If you get one of these, if you get 2 of them, you can take out one of the Droidica units. The Droidicas are just a little overpriced in the points in games. They're come down, but I think they need to come down another 5 points each, maybe. Or these are going to go up. I don't know, but I think that these are just that much better than Droidicas. And then if you want to get yourself another special forces, this box can turn into 2 units, which gives you the economy of it. But I made it 1 box. I would probably buy a second box, and then I'll have 3 units of these, and then all the special weapons. Or you can split a box with a friend, buy 1.5 box. Then you can get 2 full units and all the special weapons out of it. And that's the way I would like to do it. And then B2s. I personally bought 2 of these, and I bought them before a lot of those other ones because the order of things came out. I just bought them as they came out. But looking back, this is the order I buy it in. And then if you want, get a heavy, get a tank. There are other heavies. There's other good stuff for them. But this is the order I think you should do if you're buying on a budget and you're allotting a certain amount of money at a certain amount of time. You can get the majority of this for about $300. And if you want to stay under that $250, then you just don't get the tank and you don't get the B2s. But I think the B2s are worth doing. And that's my suggestion for buying what to buy first if you're starting into a separatist army. And so if you have any comments and you thought maybe, why did you buy this before that? Part of it is I didn't buy them in that order. I bought them as it came out. But now watching the way I play them and the things I use more, those are the order I'd buy them. I do think you need B2s, but it's also be good to maybe to get another unit of B1 somehow. And so that's just what I would buy first. And so if you have any comments or thoughts or anything else like that, please let me know what you think about that. And, if you enter some comments and you subscribe and you like this video, you'll be entered into a draw. And so right now we have a draw for this wonderful 3D printed Star Wars terrain piece. And I got my hand right in the way. It will not come painted. It'll become just black plastic, and you can paint it the way you want to, because I'm not sure if everybody would paint theirs the way I do, and I'm not that great of a painter, so that's why I would give it to you the way you want to paint it. And so right now that's what we're giving away. If you like, comment, and subscribe. And so thank you guys if you made it this far. Hope you have fun playing Separatists.